welcome to this new episode of Inspirations. That's my podcast about knitting, yarn dyeing. I'm Christelle. If you're new to the podcast, I'll try to speak a bit slower, first of all, because I didn't know it was a thing to talk too quickly, but maybe I'm guilty of talking too quickly. So I'm going to, relax and speak a little bit slower if I can manage that. If you're new to the podcast, my name is Christelle. I'm an indie dyer. I live in Normandy in France, and my business is Tricot et Stitch. And I have a podcast available online on YouTube every Monday at 5. I'm sending out a newsletter every Monday at the same time, all times Paris time. And I have a shop update usually twice a month, at least now twice a month, usually on Mondays as well. So there is one shop update today on various things that I'm going to share with you. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. And you might want to know that amongst the lot of you, some people are French and watching the podcast in English just to practice their English, and it's, I think, easier for them to understand my English because I'm French. I have a thick French accent sometimes. Not always, but I know sometimes I do. Like if I talk like this, it's going to be a very thick French accent. Right? So big hugs to my pal Marie. Salut Marie. Good. Yeah, she told me she was watching every week in in English. Okay. So lots of things to share with you today, guys. First thing, I wanted to touch base very quickly on the shop because I know some of you are waiting for orders to be shipped. Good news, all the orders for the Cozy Mystery bundle of minis are ready to ship. They will be shipping today, and today is February the 16th. They will be shipping today and Monday, so that's good. I'm a bit late on that. They were supposed to be shipping the week before. What can I tell? Just a minute, I need to change batteries. Okay, cool. So, Cozy Mystery bundles of minis shipping. Then that's it, I think, for the English version, because other topics about the shop are mainly for French. I know that's covering only French customers, but just so you know, if you order the 3 months Almanac Club, it doesn't ship monthly. It will ship in March, okay, because it's January, February, March, so it will ship in March. And that's it for the shop. Then I wanted to debrief you about the last fiber show I attended. It was really a good weekend. We had lots of fun. You must know that part of the excitement of a fiber show for me is to meet up with my friends, my other dyer friends. We have there is such a good atmosphere. Some of them have become dear friends, and I'm so happy to be able to hang out with them over the weekend, because we have a lot of moments together, either during the day when there's less people around, like at the end of the day or on Sunday afternoon, for example. Or we have some festivities afterwards, which is always very nice. And after a few festivals, it's always approximately the same, traveling all over France. And it's always a pleasure to meet up with them and share a moment with them. And yeah, it's such a great community. So yeah, it was cool. It was so cool. Very fun. We had lots of fun. And business was good. Even if we had the SOP, well, we had the news that we thought there was a little bit less people than last year. Actually, it was confirmed, less people, and we had the news actually during the festival that there was another competing festival organized on the same date, not that far away, which I think is really a bad move for everyone involved. Okay, so I touched a bit on that subject in the French podcast. I usually don't like to, talk publicly about things that can be dealt with in private. But I think it must be said as a general rule of thumb that if you are in the same geographical zone, area, let's say, I'd say that if there is the same exact type of festival, like a 3-hour drive from where you're organizing your festival at the same date, just change your dates. I mean, if it's over 3 hours drive, because I know some knitters are willing to drive quite a bit to go to a festival. So if it's farther than 3 hours drive, I mean, go for it. But if it's in the 3 hours area, like drive thingy, circumference or whatever, just move your dates. Move your dates, dudes. I mean, it's too bad. It's too bad just to be competing. Yeah, so just a thought, okay? And it's not very nice also, yeah. Anyway, for us and for them, not just for me. I mean, it's not just for me, it's for everyone involved. Anyway, I feel a bit strongly about that, but because some festival organizers are not very polite and not very nice, and they don't really care where they put their, yeah, I'm not saying it's the case for that one. Maybe they didn't know, but some know, okay? And some do it on purpose, and that I don't like. Okay, and yeah, I think it's always better for business just to have a nice attitude towards the other, and we're all in the same boat, and the tide lifts all boats, and so on. So yeah. Anyway, enough about that. But I feel a bit strongly about it. Anyway, okay. In the shop today, one of my, the podcast is called, I've told you that before, guys. The podcast is called Inspirations because my absolute objective is to inspire you, okay? But it goes both ways because when you come and see me on fiber shows, I feel so inspired, and seeing what you did with the yarns that you bought, your vision for them, the way you are pairing colors and, choosing some colors from some specific design aspects is such a big source of inspiration. And this weekend, it was so nice. I had a client buying some DK skins from my shop and asking me to deliver them, in person at the festival. So I did. And she told me, have you seen what I'm going to knit with that? I sent you a photo. I was like, sorry, I just don't remember. And I should have paid attention because it was such a gorgeous project. It's that. Look at that. Okay? It's called Wisdom of the Moon shawl. It's a free pattern on Réville. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And it's exactly, I mean, it couldn't be more matchy with the theme for the month of January. The colorways, just to remind you, are called New Moon and Starlight. And I think it's the perfect pairing, the yarn and this. And she ordered 2 skeins of New Moon and 1 skein of Starlight, and the shawl calls for 3 colors. Although I think it works better with 2, actually. And what I did, because I felt so inspired by that shawl, I cast on. And this is 10%, you're looking at 10% of the shawl, because I'm kind of a geek sometimes. And I, calculated the total amount of stitches. So that was 34,468. And then I divided that by just to have 5% increments, a bit like Helen Stewart did in all their curious handmade patterns. And I think it's a stroke of genius to do that. And I decided to do that for that pattern because I want to be making steady progress on it. I want to be knitting 5% every day. That's approximately 40 minutes of knitting every day, because I want to be done quite quickly, and because I'm so obsessed with this pattern. And so I did that. If you're interested and I want to knit that with me, I can send you my calculations if you want to knit also in increments of 5% if you're obsessed like me. I'm again talking too quickly. Anyway, so that's 10%. I've not knitted my 5% for the day. So I told Marjorie, that's the name of the client, that she was so inspiring me and I wanted to cast on immediately. And I actually did. I cast on like very quickly after I got back from the festival. And I'm not at the most, impactful part of the pattern, because I think that's the stranded knitting part with the moon and all, but it's actually gorgeous. How did I not see that? I mean, I know how I didn't see that. There are like hundreds of patterns on Ravelry. Obviously, I'm not always browsing patterns on Ravelry, doing that a lot of the time, but not always. So this one I missed out, and it's actually, yeah, it's very beautiful. Have a look at this detail. Like, how beautiful is that? And the colors are just perfection for that pattern. And if you've watched the podcast previously, you might remember that I cast on a project using the same exact colors in the same exact universe. It's Ixchel, the sweater, this one. And I'm kind of procrastinating on this one because I'm so intimidated by the stranding knitting, guys. It looks so complicated, and I did research. Actually, I researched how I could, use some techniques to improve the look of the overall knitted piece. And I didn't know what was new to me. Oops, what time is it? Okay. What was new to me was Ladderback Jacquard. And I need to test that out. But the pattern for me and for my level of knitting in stranding knitting is not knittable as it is. It needs to be modified to make some place for techniques that will enable me to have a beautiful finished piece, because this is quite a beautiful, and I want to do it well, actually, and I'm so afraid of it. I'm procrastinating like crazy. So I'll come around and I'll start knitting maybe this little piece of stranded knitting, although it's back and forth stranding knitting, which is not the easiest way to do that. But for some reason it's less intimidating. But Ixchel, this one, guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be painful, but I'm determined to do it. I'll do it. I'll knit it. I don't know when, but I'll do it. Not frogging. Anyway, the little tiny bit of knitting I've done, like 1 centimeter. I'm not frogging. Okay, I'm continuing with the projects. You might remember this one. This is the sock that I designed to go along my 1983 colorway. This one. And the contrasting one is tennis ball. Oh, just a quick mention that all the colorways ever from February are available as a pre-order in the shop. So that would be Lueur, the very first February. There you go, Lueur. No, doesn't want to cooperate. Then the year after, that would be Degrés. So everything is in the shop, available as a pre-order. I thought it was a good idea, to have all the February colorways. This is 1983 and tennis ball. And yes, I've knitted all the simples. I'm so proud. This is this year, hot stuff. crochet and knitting. This is wintering. This is Soleil d'hiver. So that would be the contrasting colors. And this is Toxic. There you go. Okay, so I started on the second one. So I had this knitting for like the past 8 months, and I did that this week. My knitting mojo is back. My sock knitting mojo is definitely back, which is fantastic piece of news, because I was really sad I wasn't able to knit socks anymore. I didn't feel like it anymore. This is a new sock I'm knitting out of Wintering. That's the colorway for this month. And I'm going to fade Soleil d'hiver into Wintering, back and forth until I'm done with the sock. It's going to be, a vanilla sock. But just, you know, fading in and out of one colorway to the other. So maybe there will be a pattern, maybe not, I don't know. I'm just, you know, happily knitting on that. Enjoying the color. And the most important thing I wanted to share with you guys, I'm super, super proud of that. Woolen Pine, book 1. Last year I cast on for this absolute banger broadleaf. That was a big ambitious project for me, because, you know, not much knitting time available, and I'm done. Not quite, no sleeves yet, but I'm done with the front, the back, and the mattress stitch. And now I have to just, you know, this is neat, right? I'm kind of proud of myself for this one. Now I just have to pick up the sleeves and knit the sleeves. I started picking up yesterday night, but wasn't satisfied with the results. Was not as neat as I wanted to. So I decided to frog and start again, because I want this to be perfect, absolutely perfect. So I'll try again today. And did I tell you I was reading the Murderbot Diaries? Last month, I think I read volume 1 to 4, 3 to 4, like in record time, because it's very short. It's like novellas, and I'm loving it so much. I'm starting rereading them, and I'm actually at book 2. I don't think I ever did that in my life, ever. I think that I love that character so much, Murderbot. It's the first time that I'm experiencing that. I didn't know that when I picked that, which was a freebie on Audible, that I would love that so much. So I'm so enjoying the books and the stories and the character of Murderbot. It's the absolute best. And in other media, I'm watching Night Country with Jodie Foster, because True Detective is, to me, the best show ever so far. Yes, Stranger Things. Okay, it's really not competing in the same area, okay? True Detective is really something. Like, the first season was, I mean, exceptional. The third one, I loved it. The characters are so, and the actors are incredible. And the fourth season is so good, guys, so good. But I mean, I must say, I love everything that is, you know, up north of the globe, under the snow by night. Yeah. Also when it's on a boat, love it. The Terror, if you have not seen that one. The Terror is actually up north, in the snow, in the ice, and on a boat. And historical. So, like everything I love. Fortitude is very good also. I have a thing for series, you know, in the snow and all. Anyway, and also, it's been a long time since I splurged. and bought myself some yarn. And I decided to, you know, subscribe to the Stunning String Studio Club for 2024. I was very late to the party because I placed my order mid-January, so it's a bunch of mystery cards throughout the year. So there are 4 mystery cards, 1 for each trimester, and then there is one knit-along, mystery knit-along, that runs throughout the year from January through to October. So I was quite late to the party. When I received it this week, I was so happy. I made a little happy dance. So I think the last clue of the first mystery card is sent out today. So I knit, you know, at my rhythm. It's not an issue. And I have already 2 clues for the yearly knit along. But I just wanted to share with you the contents of the package, guys. So this is the yarn for the yearly knit along. So it's a 150-gram skein of Bluefest Leicester. And this is the theme, Wanderlust. And you know, it comes with everything you need, like beads and markers, and actually gorgeous. And there is a yearly knit along as well. Each time Cindy suggests some series, Cozy Mystery series. This time it's, I don't know how the series is called, but it's like a sleuth in a van traveling in the US. And the first one is Murder in Michigan, and in February it's Wand in Wisconsin. I will read along. Each time I've participated in the club, I've not been so you know, I don't know the word, I fall out of the wagon prior to finishing anything. So I will definitely start on the first book, I can tell you that much. I don't know how far along I will go, but I will definitely start on the first book. That's planned. And then there's this mystery cow that is almost finished. That's the Paradise Point Coastal Cove, and I do have the color version of the little photo. This is absolutely gorgeous. And the yarn I choose, because for the yearly knit along you cannot choose the color of the yarn. It comes with the kit, and it's for everybody the same color. But then each month you can choose from 6 exclusive colorways that are dyed specially for the mystery card and are exclusive to the club. Or you can choose from their extensive list of colors. They have so many, and I've been ordering from them for quite some time now. And yeah, I've been disappointing once because it was not exactly like the photo, but being an indie dyer myself, I know that happens. So I would say that in the end, I'm a returning customer, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Okay. And I think that's the 3rd year I'm ordering the club, or the 3rd or 4th year I'm ordering the club, the year-long club. So the colors are gorgeous, and I'm planning to cast on this weekend because my knitting mojo is back. And I talked with my husband and told him I was not knitting enough, and he concurred, which was like, what? And he told me, yeah, you have to knit more. You're not knitting it near enough. And I was like, I think that that's my absolute best achievement, the best achievement in my life, to turn around the mindset of my husband to, it's a hobby on which it's a hobby you're enjoying, but basically you're spending way too much money on that, and too much time, and now it's a business, and I'm not nearly knitting enough. So that's such a big achievement, guys. Okay, what I wanted to share with you, which is absolutely cool. Oh, you have beads as well, and coordinated stitch markers. That's what I love about that club. You have a little notebook, and the best, stickers just to, you know, check your progress. So you have all the you have the 2024 bonus shawl with all the months. You can check to see your progress. You have the same thing for the mystery card for January, and then you have the read along. That's so cool to keep track, you know, to keep track of your progress. I think that is absolutely so cool. I love that. And there is a bunch of, oh, I ordered this to, you know, manage the beads maybe more easily, but I don't know how to use it. I'll check. I think there are some video tutorials for that. And then there is a bunch of goodies like sweets and tea and a needle thingy that you put at the top. Needle stoppers. Anyway, and I think that's it for this podcast. Did I want to... Oh, I just wanted to share with you the kits for the Wisdom of the Moon shawl, because I've showed it to you, but I've not shown you the kits. One special thing, I told you I think that it's a 3-color shawl, but I'm strongly advising you for a 2-color shawl because it's gorgeous like this. I'm knitting mine with only 2 colors, and I'm going to put the kits in the shop with only 2 colors. Anyway. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching until the end, and I'll see you next week. Just in terms of agenda, I just wanted to let you know that the March colorway will be revealed first Monday of March. I don't know what date that will be. I'm going to put it there. And that will be a podcast next Monday, so the 26th, and hopefully I will be close to be done with the Wisdom of the Moon shawl if I'm sticking to the 5% rule per day. Okay, we'll see, and maybe I'll be close to finishing at least one sleeve of the broadleaf sweater. I am very ambitious, but I want to knit everything. Okay, so I'll share all that with you next week. Take care, bye, happy knitting.